Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to be here with a white-green humans deck, which I've been experimenting with. It's actually an old deck, and I went back to it recently just to see how it does. But before we get into things, I'd like to say sorry, but there won't be my first round match of the Steam Showdown on this channel because I messed up. We kind of played sporadically, as you can tell, because, match pairings have only been out for like a day, and I forgot to... It's kind of complicated, but I basically didn't get my settings right, so the file didn't record, which is really annoying because I talked to myself for 30 minutes and it was a decent series of our games, but I don't know. I'll put a link in the description to my opponent's point of view if you want to watch it play. I won't say the results now just in case I don't want to spoil anyone, but I'll put a link to that, and if you want, just check out the official page on Reddit if you want to see my what the result was. But that's not going to be about that. So I'll try and get my next round up, but again, I'm sorry, it really sucks. I wanted to get all 5 rounds up when I fuck up on the first round. But yeah, this is a emergency video. This is a white-green humans deck, and I've already said that twice now, but we'll say it one more time. But it's actually kind of surprising because a lot of people, including me, kind of predicted that this deck would be the top dog of the expansion. Because white-green was already pretty powerful, got a lot of new toys in the expansion, everyone was kind of losing their minds thinking stuff like, how is it fair that like Selfless Spirit, Hamlet Captain, that's just going to just break the deck. But at the end of the day, another prediction I made actually was kind of true in the fact that it's not as problematic as like Acid Moss was and what's it called, like Four Color Planeswalkers was in the last expansion, just because we actually have answers for this deck in Duels. Like, if this deck really was as dominant, people would start like throwing in Deadweights, Fiery Impulses, Galvanic Bombardments. You've got what's it called? That spell I like, Blessed Alliance. There's a lot of different answers for the deck, so it's not really rose to the top. But that by no means doesn't mean it's terrible. I'm not going to spend too long on the cards here. It's essentially, I run the white is just the same as in every other humans deck, pretty much. I don't think there's a single white card which anyone would be surprised to see here. We have, I like these 1-drops. I don't like any of the other 1-drops in white particularly a lot. I'll go over them now, but I don't like Topplegeist and Euro Champions, and the rest are just kind of jokes. But I like these 4, and then you've just got your human synergy, your Selfless Spirit to protect from board wipes a bit. And then, the white is just straightforward. It's really boring. I'm not going to spend too long going over it. It's here, as you can see. If anyone wants the list, just let us know and I'll send it across. But the green is kind of where the spice comes in. I really like Lampole Pacifist in these decks just because I have so many different ways to get it to full power. So it can attack by itself. Something we can like throw. If you count all the different ways, you have Thalia's Lieutenant, you have Gideon Emblem, you have Hamlet Captain's not going to work. You have Always Watching Collective Asset Nissa, Heron's Grace Champion, Angelic Destiny. As you just saw, there's just a lot of different ways to get it to 4 power, and if you can get it to 5 power, which isn't too difficult, it just maybe you flip it and then you use one of them spells, then it'll get out Languish range, which is pretty powerful, as Languish is the bane of this deck. The other 2-drop is Hamlet Captain. It's a 2/2 for 2, which isn't terrible by itself. And then if you're attacking with it with like 1 or 2 other creatures, it's gonna really throw the beats down to your opponent. Talus Tracker just for some value. Sometimes you do kind of you flip out a little bit, and this guy helps protect you from that. And also a 3/2 for 3 isn't terrible. Sack 1 clue, it's a 4/3 for 3, which is pretty decent. Now Nissa, she's just value. You can -2. Most of the time in this deck, you don't go for the ultimate. You go +1, then you just go -2 twice, and then you hopefully win the game. And finally at the top of the curve is Heron's Grace Champion. Really like this guy. He's great in the aggro mirror. Like, he's actually like game breaking the aggro mirror, just because you gain so much life, and then they made unfavorable blocks, and it's going to be really hard for them to come back into the game. And the mana base is just fairly straightforward: 12/7 and then 2/2. Don't like any of the fancy lands in this deck because we need a lot of double white very early on, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, we need full Consul's Lieutenant and Knight of the White Orchid and stuff, so I don't know. I think that's kind of where I'm at now, and it's a pretty strong deck. It's not like I said, people are still packing a lot of hate for it, despite the fact it's not really too prominent. Like, I mean, I'm more worried about, like, I don't know, Mardu and their Planeswalker decks than I am this thing still, but I don't know, that doesn't stop you seeing dead weights on turn 1. I mean, granted, when the expansion first came out, I was running dead weight just because I thought this deck would be huge, but it never really came out. Vampires almost, I mean, I'm not going to say vampires are stronger, but they're definitely more fun. And this is not a keep. However, this is a keep. It's a very good keep, actually. Depends on what our opponent does, actually, to be fair. If they go red mana into Fiery Impulse, this isn't going to seem very good. But lead with the Kithian, then we've got Hamlet Captain, Bagon Bishop, Heaven's Grace Champion. That seems a pretty good curve. Holy shit, that guy could not have snapped off that Galvanic Bombardment any faster. that barely even hit the field and it was just blown up. Who's this? Gotti. I've heard this guy. I can't put a, I was going to say name to a face, but that doesn't really help, but I can't put how I know the name, but I do know a name called Gotti, so who knows, this could be the first time someone's made an appearance on camera. Well, on the bright side, because he tapped out for a take inventory. Shit, you know, I was. This is actually a good story. I was playing a guy who was playing this blue-red deck, and in the top 20 cards, he had 3 take inventories and 4 Galvanic Bombardments. I was like, I wish, I wish. But that was just a brief aside. This is a pretty terrible matchup for us, as you can probably already imagine. As this guy's snapping off a sweeper, which I'm absolutely fine with. I mean, I think personally that's a bad sweeper, but it's probably not going to cost him just because he's got so much removal for our guys. We actually haven't managed to land a hit yet, despite going 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. I don't know, like here, if we can get back into the game, we're going I mean, we need this bishop to survive, and I just hope the fact that he's snapping off a Kozilek turn means it will survive. Never mind! This is terrible. This is actually... Oh, this is so painful. I'm actually going to go Lambhole Pacifist Expedition Envoy here, rather than just going end-step Heron's Grace. But this is absolutely diabolically terrible. He's just went 3 removal spells in a row. It's just... Surely, and then we can go Heron's Grace attempting to attack, and if he's a burn deck, then how much life would we gain? The 7 life we gain would be pretty nice. Impetuous Devils, god damn it. This guy's killing me. This is my deck, I think, as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not exactly like I'm original. These are burn, but I do run a similar list, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. This is not how I wrote things up when I drew the deck. Noah's drawing 6 lands, and I'm not going to Heron's Grace main phase just to gain 3 life. I'll do it end step. Maybe like points half a Twin Bolt at it or something. The way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if we pointed half a Twin Bolt, but I don't know. I don't want to see another land. I just want to see action from now on. Tyler's track would be pretty nice. That's second take inventory. I don't know. This is unequivocally the worst matchup / draw I could have ever seen. I don't know, we managed to get blood in though. He's only got us down to 17, he's down to 3 cards in hand. I didn't flash in, and we drew a land. Come on game, you're better than this. I don't know. I'll play land number 6 and I'll leave it at that, I think. I don't know why I didn't flash in. We'll say we're playing around Radiant Flames. And yes, it is a 3 toughness creature, but we're playing around Radiant Flames. And then he plays a random swamp. Okay, what's it like? Galvanic Bombardment number 2. I don't know, we can flash this end step here. Yeah, there we go. We saved our Heron's Grace champion from a Galvanic Bombardment. We saved the day. Never mind. This guy's just playing mono removal. He's playing a burn deck, to be fair, so... I don't know, no more land, please. We only run 23. Tyler's track is really good. Really, really good here. That's like, if I could have chosen the card I wanted in the top, it would either be that or Avacyn. In fact, I'm going to even sacrifice this Clue main phase. In case we draw another 1-drop here. He's down to 1 card in hand, to be fair. Fortunately, there's another land. If this thing survives, though, we'll be golden. He's got 1 card in hand, he's going to have 2. With the Gaia Root Sanitarium, he's got 3 chances of drawing a removal spell for it. and anything at this point kills it. He's already used 2 galvanic bombardments though, which means he's only got good Geist Blast, copy it. That's probably what he's going to do. Yep, so he's going to draw a million cards here, because that's the 3rd take inventory. But hopefully, we're not going to win this card advantage battle, but he was down to 1 card, now he's up to 7. If he goes red, Fiery Temper, no, there's no way. He needs to go red, Fiery Temper. No, actually he's got 2 mana, never mind. Come on, get to our turn. Okay, yes. We are in this. Not another hand, please. Come on, creature or anything, not land here. We're flooding out pretty badly. Bygone Bishop's good. So Tireless Tracker, this is why it's in the deck. Just when you get ground out like this, it gives you a chance to get back into it. He's red-blue, which means I doubt he's got sweepers. That can hit for 3 toughness. So we're getting back into this game, I think. He's got 7 cards in hand. He did just draw 7 cards, so maybe I should be quiet, but I don't know. Like, a random Angelic Destiny might just win us the game here at this point, which is something I'm always happy to go for. Collective Defiance, kill creature. Make me discard my hand, I'd be really happy about. But most likely he's going to burn me for 3, and then Galvanic, yeah, okay. So when I was talking before, about that draw my opponent had, this guy's he's 24 cards deep, and he's seen 2 Galvanic Bombardment. Oh, a lie, I thought he'd seen 3. 2 Galvanic Bombardments and 3 take inventories. I wish. I don't know why he played that Fevered Vision out, to be honest. Come on. That's ridiculous. I'm going to play out lands because I don't want to get burnt out here, but that really sucks. Come on. If that draw had been the other way around, that would have been perfect. That's so typical. Yeah, this is an absolutely painful game. I was pretty much screwed from the minute he went Galvanic Bombardment, Kozilek Return, Fiery Temper, Impetuous Devils. This is a hell of a curve for this deck to beat. Talent time. Mind you, I don't know why he played all that Fevered Visions. He gets to draw an extra card a turn, but so do I. So it's an interesting choice. And because we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 9 lands deep. We're gonna just keep drawing action eventually here. I don't put him on counter spells because none of these decks ever run counter spells. So he's got removal, but I'm gonna get a clue value. I don't know. It's an interesting choice. Collective Effort. Destroy target enchantment. Do I really want to do that though? I'm actually pretty happy with me drawing extra cards here. Put +1/+1 counter. Destroy target enchantment I could do. But I almost want to draw cards because he's got 5 in hand. It's almost no difference for me. We're going to leave this Collective Effort in hand for now, I think. Declaration Stone I quite like if he ever gets like a finisher here. He has to be running out of removal at this point though. Never mind. I'm not upset. He hasn't seen a Firecraft yet, but we are getting pretty low on life. He can crack us for that Wandering Fumarole as well, take us down to 7. But we have no creatures in hand. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. This was a game. Titan Strength as well? No, he's gonna flip the toughness, never mind. Fortunately, Collective Effort and Declaration Stone do not. I guess if I'd used Collective Effort, I would have been able to get it out of Collective Defiance range. Would have I? No, I wouldn't have been able to get it out of Collective Defiance range, never mind. So I didn't misplay there. I think the White Orchid. Don't even get value. I might even just Declaration Stone it for a clue at this point. Because, we have to chump. If he has another removal spell, we go down to 3, we're just dead, so I'm going to do it. Go big or go home. We're looking for like an Avacyn. Might seem crazy, but we have to go for it, and we don't get it. So, I'm not gonna begrudge that one too much. That was a match. I think that would be how that opponent drew it up. He says, right, everyone's gonna be playing white green humans. I'm going to play Isabelle and just crush them all. I mean, fair play. It was I mean, I mean, with the Tyler trackers, I'm not gonna say I was almost back into it, but they give me a chance. I was impressed with what Tyler's tracker did there in the face of all that burn. And if we'd got one more hit in, we could have, I don't know, top decked with Avison into a Angelic Destiny and maybe snuck the game out of nowhere, but it was not to be. This is a slow keep, but I'll keep it anyway. We get to go Thalia's Lieutenant into Thalia, so flavor alone dictates I should take it. And hopefully we draw a better 1-drop or 2-drop here, so I don't have to play a Lieutenant on 2. And we did, so the game heard me. So this curve's pretty solid. One more land and I'm happy. And then we get to go Collective Effort. Maybe if he's a rampy deck, we can kill something with it. Never mind Sultai. Interesting. Definitely running Languish, but I'm not going to play around it. And then hopefully we can, I don't know, maybe Thalia makes him skip his 4th land drop for the Languish. And then we can get in some damage in the meantime. I don't think we'll be able to get a guys out of Languish range. Thalia gives +1, Heron's Grace +2, +3, so maybe actually. He just needs to not have a turn 5 and we should be okay. What's his 2-drop? Declaration Stone. Interesting. We're playing white. It's one 4-color right now. Fine with me. Means he's going to have a lot of tap lands here, which means hopefully a Thalia digs him out here a bit. I mean, next time we get to go Consul Lieutenant, Thalia's Lieutenant, so we should be okay. Depends what he does here though. Obviously, I mean, I'm getting sick of them killing my creatures before they can land a hit in here. Would love it if they were just playing Visionaries or something instead, but judging by the fact he blew that Declaration off though, I'm not putting him on Languish or a board wipe here. Reclamation Sage. Well, I'm glad I didn't have an Angelic Destiny in hand. He does get my clue token though. It's a nice use of Reclamation Sage, I'll give him that, but I fear there may have been a better use in this deck. Interesting. I think I'm going to stick with my original plan of Consul Lieutenant, Thalia's Lieutenant, just getting for a lot of damage here. I mean, if he draws a board, I'm going to assume he top decked it, because there's no way you'd waste. Well, I'm not going to say waste, but there's no way you'd waste a Declaration Stone on a 2-drop if you had a sweeper in hand. So we've got 3-2 on the field. We can buff our Thalia's Lieutenant. We can get a bunch of life as well, but I don't think it's going to be too relevant in this matchup. So we're only missing red from our opponent. There's land drop number 5. Enoch Guide, interesting. Someone probably hasn't shuffled out the deck yet. And he just goes for the counter as well. He doesn't even search for land. He might be flooding out then, I'm guessing, which is fine with me. Second Terra Grace Champion. Collective Effort, we could give +1. I could go Collective Effort plus Expedition Envoy, getting for a lot of damage. I quite like that actually, because that allows me to... Or I could just go Heron's Grace Champion as well. I think Heron's Grace Champion is just best. My opponent's in a decision where he needs to decide whether he stops Renown and Consul Lieutenant, or... Because a big creature is how my opponent could get back into this. I'll keep Collected Effort in case he draws something like that. He just goes for the trade. We'll go like this. I'm going to gain a bunch of life. Could have a counter spell. He does not. So we're smacking him for 9 here. Gaining a lot of life. Renowning our creature. So I mean we're in business. He needs a sweeper / answer this turn, I think, otherwise he's done. Creature's not going to do it because of Thalia. He was playing 5 colour. There's a green one and Rasa, so I think this is game here. But 5 colour, Reclamation and Sage, not really the deck Mr. Gordon Bang Bang was gonna manage to punch his way through here. So the AI decides to attack. It's a bold strategy. In fact, I'm gonna be as bold to block, and then so how nuts can we go next turn? We can get +1. Yeah, let's go as nuts as possible. See how much damage we could have thrown out. Could have went like that. So he's on 7. We could have been attacking in for 4. 4, 9. Okay, this is actually a lot of damage because we can get the buff off the Consul Lieutenant as well. So he's on 7. We're just gonna let the game. Actually, first strike's gonna ruin everything, isn't it? As it always does. So we were attacking for 11, 16, 22 that turn, which is pretty good. But again, 5 color Reclamation Sage is not a difficult matchup, I don't think. And we'll jump into a game 3. We got battered game 1, we battered them to game 2. Let's see if we can get a nice close one game 3. But Thalia did work that game. I don't know, I kind of I thought her land ability would be a lot more annoying than the creature ability, but I was completely wrong. It's when you're behind and you've got a big creature in hand, there's nothing more depressing than to come into play tapped. Like if you, I don't know, like you saw there with the Green Warden, that would have been a decent blocker. And then Thalia said no, and we just managed to punch through for a lot of damage there. This guy's copied my avatar, and except going for a different background. I'm gonna put this guy in Jund. That kind of reminds me of Jund. And Jund is a terrible matchup because they have Languish, Radiant Flames, Fiery Impulses, Sylvan Rangers, Sylvan Advocates actually, never mind. But we're on the place, so we should win. 3-drop, 4-drop, bit too slow for me. I was horribly wrong. Speculating. I mean, it's not a good hand, but going down to 4 doesn't seem very realistic for us. Who knows, maybe if we rip lands off, white sources off the top, we should be okay, hopefully. But I don't know, first keep not getting onto the board till turn 3 seems pretty terrible, and instant Neonite. Looks like we're playing the Vampire matchup. I mean, I'm going to attack because I can't block, so I might as well, and it's not exactly we're doing anything. Fortunately, there's a Decoration Stone. And we want to make sure he's not getting damage in at us. I don't think he takes it. Yeah, I don't think he take the trade. So I'm fine with that. If he has Twin Bolt here, I'll just blame matchup and leave. But I don't know. It's not the worst one lander I've ever had. 23 lands in the deck. You saw how many we got first game. Hopefully we can get out of there. Fuck this game. I hate Magic. I really do. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I keep that first hand, I'm still not on the board yet. And he probably doesn't Twin Bolt me. He plays like a. I'm just so far behind. I don't know. I mean, I'll take that risk any day of the week. Mulligan in that first hand, and I'm 95% chance I'm gonna quit this game. Yeah, yeah, I'm still quitting. I've got no creatures which I can cast, and we're playing a vampire deck. So we'll try and find a proper third match because I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm not sure if that counts. I don't like mulligan into 5 and then getting twin bolted. Why isn't it? It could at least be Avacyn's Judgment. I would like respect my opponent who is Avacyn's Judgment because, you know, vampires, all the madness stuff, that could have worked out for him, but nope. If you're gonna twin bolt me, I'll rage quit. I'll rage quit every day of the week, and then we'll see who wins. This person is definitely playing blue-white control. 100%. I don't even need to go any further, which means we've already lost because they're gonna Blessed Alliance us. Carl Lindstrom. Let's try and get a proper match this time, Carl. See, this is the whole thing where you get mana screwed and you just like, well, I'll keep a hand with lots of flood and I won't draw lands, but I'm going to do it because I've got 1-drop, 2-drop. I mean, I'm guaranteed the next card off the top of my deck is land, and then that will repeat itself at least 3 times until I'm well out of the game. But you know, I'm going to be optimistic here. We saw what happened last time I mulliganed, therefore karma dictates, and I shouldn't have to do this again. I just don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even like this game. I don't need this. I'm better than this. Come on, always watching off the top, please. Game, do this for me. After that first game, and this, and the third game, make this fourth game acceptable, please. I can't do this. I can't do this if this is a land off the top. Hey, actually flips, never mind. All is not lost. Angelic Destiny is a decent draw as well. So, all is not lost, the game heard me. we might actually get a decent game of Magic here. So, I mean, next turn we attacking for 8, 10 with the Angelic Destiny, although we're playing blue-green deck, so bounce is definitely a thing. But, I don't know, optimism. Ooh, he taps off on this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The question is here, what do we put the aura on? And that might seem like a simple question, you want to diversify your threats and all that. But if we put it on this thing, it means an Avacyn top deck can get in through the air and is lethal. We miss out on 2 points of damage, so we'd only take him to 6. And he gets to trade with the Expedition Envoy that way. So I think I'm going to slap it on the Lamphole Butcher. Not sure if it's the right play or not. Bear in mind we just drew another land there. I'm not going to ignore that one. And I'm doing it this way, yeah. We're offering the trade for the Expedition Envoy, which I'm fine with. Bounce spell he's in blue-green, which means a bounce spell is going to hit our Lamphole Butcher, which is sad, I'll be the first to admit, but what it means is a Avacyn top deck wins us the game. Well, it doesn't win us the game, but it means we can get in through the air, and he taps out turn 4, so yeah, we managed to get there. Our draw is pretty good, despite the fact we're now stuck with 7 lands in the top 10 cards. And we do a Thighs Lieutenant, which we don't need to cast. He was playing white as well, so it's like some sort of Bant deck. And we managed to get there, so it was an interesting video today. I think is where I'll settle on, and I'm sure you all agree. And we're back to 40, are we? No, we rage quit that game. We're 39, so alas. Although we have exactly 11,000 gold, which is a nice way to end the episode. So yeah, hopefully this is recorded. Like I said, I've been having major problems. For all I know, this hasn't recorded. But sorry about the Steam video. It genuinely makes me sad every time I think about it. Especially as it means there's a chance I could be only uploading four videos for it. And now, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you later.